I approached Randwick Council because they have a big nursery and maybe we could buy plants cheap from the council. Bill said, yep, you do what you like to do. So I called the council and better than that, Randwick Council said, no, we'll give you the plants and we will come and plant them. So true to their word, great truck rolled in and there were 40 plants on the back and they ranged from azaleas through to gum trees. And the gentleman planted them all, and the survivors of those beautiful gum trees and the trees that are out there today. I worked voluntarily around the school until our son Mark left to go to Waverley College in 1990. Bill rang and said if I would join the staff, he asked would I join the staff as a special needs aide. I remember responding to him, I will for a little while. We had a very large special needs unit in those days. And during that year, Bill received a grant for the special needs children. It was an $8,000 grant. And we spoke a lot about how to use it. And we thought, let's dive in and get them a really good computer. So, $8,000, we bought an Apple II GS computer. And it was for the use of the special needs children. And today, we could buy 10 laptops and 20 iPads for the same amount of money. Some of these stories we're repeating a bit, so we didn't collaborate behind the scenes, so I had my few notes and Jeanette and Lorraine had theirs. The school crest was when Jeanette was here and said, I need this foyer done. And I remember Marie and I were working together. And she always said, I always understand your shorthand talk. Because I'd say, oh, pass me the finger. Could you get that other jigger? And we sort of always understood exactly what we had to do. But when we were trying to decide on words, we thought we need a couple of four-letter words and love and care came out. Then we thought a couple of longer words at the bottom would be good. Respect and justice came out. And then when Jeanette came out and looked, she said, that's the new school crest. It was Jeanette who, as you heard, asked me to go to the library, and I remember also saying to her, but I don't know anything about computers. Since then, computers have become a major part of my life at St Agnes. One day I went to Jeanette and suggested that we put some desks around the walls of a small room in the back of the library. Jeanette said, yes, that's fine, as long as you don't do anything structurally. And I said, no, it won't be anything structurally. One day, Jeanette walked in and there we were with a sledgehammer, attacking a brick wall, and her eyes were like saucers. I assured her it wasn't a load-bearing wall, we were just getting rid of a small piece of wall to extend the ladder. So Gary and I and a friend used to spend weekends up here, turning the library into a workshop as soon as the children had gone on a Friday. And we'd work all weekend. We learned how to pull computers apart, we could install extra RAM, we could use the 5 1/4 and 3-inch floppy disks, which you can't even get today. And even now, if you're buying a computer, you have to check the specs because even something like a DVD is not even included anymore. We're very lucky here where we've got around 60 computers, mostly laptops and about 20 iPads. Birthday certificates were something that I offered to make for the children. At the start of every year, I get a list of all the children's birthdays from Terry and design a certificate. I hope that tradition will continue. When Michael Reardon was principal of the school, I went to him one day and I said, we've got so many families from different and varied backgrounds. I think we should have an International Food Day so the families can show off their traditional foods. He agreed and I said that I'd organise it. The first year, the response was fantastic. We had so much food. The children dressed in their traditional dress, all lined up for seconds. However, the second year, I sent out a flyer only to receive a response for 8 dishes to feed 180 children. I went across the road to Tom, the butcher that was over in Matraville, and I said, Tom, how much notice would you need if I made 200 sausages? He said, oh, just a few hours, that'll be all right. So off I went with my fingers crossed. Sorry, I lost my spot. He had no problems. He said a few hours would do. So I sent out one more flyer to the parents, and on the morning of the planned food day, we had so much food coming in that covered the stage of the old hall. Everyone had takeaway food to take home, and the International Food Day is now part of our Harmony Day celebrations. I'm really big. For the last 10 years, Gary and I have been sending second-hand books that you've heard up to New Guinea, and with the generous support of Orica and Dulux. We've had the opportunity to, when we upgraded the library, the old purple library all got stacked in and up and went to New Guinea, along with school desks, shelves, thousands and thousands of books. And we've actually had the opportunity to do that again thanks to Orica. Due to some parent interest some years ago, I commenced the Premier's Reading Challenge at St Agnes. Every year the number of children who participate increases, so I do hope it continues for the children who are aiming for that gold certificate after 4 continuous years. As every other school does, we celebrate Book Week with a book parade, book activities and a book fair. Here in Matraville, during Book Week, we're very fortunate to have the local business houses who support us so well by donating books for the school library. Every year they give so generously. I'd like to thank everyone associated with St Agnes School. Over the years I've worked here with some wonderful people. We've always said St Agnes has been a breeding ground for producing the next leaders of our schools, with past staff going on to be religious education coordinators, assistant principals and principals in other schools in the area. St Agnes is one of those places which has a great atmosphere. Visitors always feel welcome and comment about the warm, friendly feeling within the school. A very special thank you to Lorraine, who has always been very supportive of me and my many ideas and projects which we've put together over the years. Thanks, Lorraine. And of course, thanks, Terry. She's unflappable, she's always available to everyone. And finally, a huge thank you to my family. Our children, Nicole and Mark, came to St Agnes and both have gone on to do great things in their lives. Nicole is a dietitian who's married to Duncan. They have 2 little boys, Harry and Lachlan. Our son Mark is a surgeon